Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video in the Spring series. In this episode I'm going to show you how you can tell Spring which beans you want to be injected. Alright, so last episode we saw how to code to an interface so that we can have an interface that defines how a service should be implemented, and then under that we can have different class implementations of that interface. So we have a bus provider service implementation, a taxi, a train, and yeah. So the problem that we ran across though is that Spring gets confused because it doesn't know which bean implementation to inject into your client service here. So what we did is one thing that you can do is, as we saw, is that you can rename the constructor variable itself so that it'll just pass it in based upon the name that you provide. Okay, and of course if you were doing field injection or setter injection, the same concept would apply. You just rename the variable. Okay, but that's not the best way to do it, at least in my opinion. It's not very clean. So there's two different other ways I'm going to show you how to do it this episode. The first and very simple way to do it is using a primary annotation. But first let's go ahead and rename this to what it was before. So vehicle provider service, and then Spring is gonna, IntelliJ is gonna warn you that Spring will not know which one to use, right? As you can see here. So if we want to choose, so let's say that we want our train implementation here to be the bean that we want to be auto-wired. We want Spring to choose that one by default if we don't specify one. So to do that, we can annotate it with primary. So Spring will then know that this is the primary implementation of the vehicle provider service that you want to inject into our public transportation client service, okay? So if we run this, it should work because Spring will identify the train as the primary service and inject it as a bean into the vehicle provider service type here, or field. There we go. So we get train with registration has left, train with registration has arrived. Great. Awesome, right? So it's a pretty simple concept, right? The annotation itself makes sense. Primary means it's the main one. So if I want my bus service implementation to be the main one, then we'll just annotate this with primary. Great, simple, right? Now another way to do it is using a qualifier annotation. So let's say that instead of using the primary annotation, you want to tell it sort of what we did last time, and like sort of by its name. So one way you could do is of course renaming it, but another way you could do it is by adding the qualifier annotation. So if we go here, qualifier, and then inside of the qualifier you just tell it as the value the name of the bean that you want to be the bean that you inject into the vehicle provider service. So let's say that in this case we want the taxi provider service implementation to be injected as the vehicle provider service for this class. So you would just do taxi provider service implementation, and you should know the name based upon what I told you before. Just if you don't remember, just to recap, the names of the beans are, first of all, you can specify them up here if you want to give it a name like taxi. You can do that. But if you don't provide a name, by default, it'll just be the name of the class like this with camel casing, and also the first letter will be lowercase, okay? So in this case, it would be like how I did it here. Just taxi provider service implementation, and the casing is like that, okay? It's called camel casing. All right, so if I do want to name this though, I could just call it taxi, and that means that if I go back to public transportation service, this is no longer valid, and IntelliJ is smart enough to know that, so you can just change it to taxi. So then if you run this, it should Spring should identify that this constructor parameter, well, first of all, it knows that it needs to auto-wire the dependency through the constructor because of the auto-wired annotation, but then it'll automatically recognize that the parameter here has a qualifier annotation with the name of taxi, so it's going to look for the bean of the name taxi, and if it finds it, it'll inject it. So as we can see, it says taxi, the registration number has left the station, blah, 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 it arrived. Great. So that's how you can do it with a qualifier. But let's say that you have both a primary bean annotation and a qualifier. So we can imagine a world where we have multiple public transportation services, right? So let's say we have a public transportation service, we have a municipal public transportation service, we have a federal public transportation service, like just, different types of those. And let's say that each of those they may have different needs. So let's say the federal public transportation service may require trains as their transport vehicle, right? So what we could do is we could either use a qualifier to specify a train as the one that we want to provide, or we could do a primary bean so we can say train is our primary bean, so that by default our bean that we're going to use inside of the federal or other public transportation services, that by default, if we don't specify a qualifier, it'll just use that one automatically. But then if we use a qualifier, the qualifier will actually override the primary bean annotation. So even though, well, let me get rid of the other one first. So we only need one as the primary bean, right? So let's say, so even though our train provider service is our primary bean implementation of vehicle provider service, because we are using a qualifier within our client bean here, it knows that it's going to grab that one. It needs to grab that one because it's like you're explicitly telling it you want that one, so it's going to give you that one. So just imagine that primary annotation is just simply a default value as the bean that is provided, okay? Hopefully that makes sense. So again, this would make sense in a scenario probably where you have different types of public transportation services, or just in general, if you have different clients that require a vehicle provider service that have different beans that are required. So you can either use a qualifier, or if you don't specify a qualifier, guess what? The primary bean is going to be used, okay? So hopefully that makes a lot of sense. It should be pretty simple. So again, you could just name it based upon the bean name, and you could specify the bean name inside of the service annotation. Or if you call it component, you can specify within the component annotation. We already know this. Hopefully you found that very helpful. Let's just run this again just to make sure it still works. I don't know if I changed anything. Good, it still works, great. Oh yeah, so one other thing I want to show you is that how can you use the qualifier annotation if you're not using constructor injection? So let me show you. So let's get rid of this, and let's say that we want to do basic field injection. Okay, so auto wired, and then remove the private, the final thing here. And so if you want to, well, first of all, if we run this, what's going to happen? I'm sure you can guess. Boom, our train is used, because why? We didn't have a qualifier here, and it's using a generic name here. But since train provider service implementation is our primary bean, that's the one that's going to be provided by Spring as the injected bean, okay? But if you want to use a qualifier, all you got to do is go under this or above it, doesn't matter, I don't think. It shouldn't matter at all. And you just got to provide the name. So this is how you would do it with a field injection. So you can just say, if you want a bus, you can say bus or whatever the name is. So we can just rename this to bus if we want to, because it's easier to type out and remember, right? There we go. So now bus should be provided as the injected bean. And boom, there we go. So bus is provided. That's how you use a qualifier with field injection. Now, let's say that you have setter injection. Let's see how we can do that again. So we're just going to make a setter field here. So generate setter, pass in the vehicle provider service, and boom. And then we're going to add our auto wired annotation. So since it's another parameter type, just like the constructor one, we can just add the qualifier here. Qualifier, just like that. And we can say bus. So that's how you use a qualifier with setter injection. So let's run this, and we should still get bus, even though train is our primary bean. There we go, bus. Awesome. Cool. So that's how you use primary annotations and qualifiers. Alright, so that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. In the description below, I'll leave a link to the code for this episode, so you can check it out. You can bookmark it, come back to it later. If you forget any concepts, or you just want to review the concepts I taught in this video, I'll mark everything up with comments, so you can come back and read the code without having to rewatch the video, although your reviews are greatly appreciated. So yeah, I'll leave a link for that in the description below, so make sure to check it out. And another thing is I'll leave a link to our Discord server. It's a big community for programmers. You can ask for help on your programming projects if you're stuck on something, or maybe you can get some new friends. If you don't have any friends, there's lots of people here. It's growing really fast. You can find lots of people who are passionate about the same things as you. For example, if you like Minecraft Spigot development, you can find lots of people who like that. If you like C++, if you like Java, if you like web development, it's a really, really big programming community. So feel free to join. There's a link for that in the description below. And the last thing I want to tell you is that if you want to support this channel, you can click the join button below this video, and you can join this channel as a member for as low as 99 cents a month, and you can cancel at any time. You get some cool perks like early access to all of my new videos, a cool rank on my Discord server like you see right here on the side, YouTube members, and also you get to see yourself on the screen like you see right now. So if that sounds cool to you, feel free to join. If you don't want to, that's fine. If you can't, that's okay too. I really just appreciate you watching the video anyway. And thank you. Thanks a lot. And that's it. So if you like this video, leave a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, and peace.